Hello everyone, my name's Ash and I finally have my hands on the newly released and long awaited hybrid longbow or flatbow, depending on where you're from, fresh from Timber Creek, is the Cottonmouth 2. So many of you may know, one of the most popular and best-selling traditional bows here at Merlin was the original Cottonmouth, and it should come as no surprise that the new edition has started hitting the shelves recently. So the biggest question that a lot of you have come to get answered is, what is the difference between the two? And if the Cottonmouth was so successful, why had Timber Creek bothered making any changes? Well, I'm here to point out every little tweak in design and give the reasons as to why Timber Creek have bothered striving to improve their bows to this day. The biggest push they received originated from the amazing customer feedback they received when the original Cottonmouth first hit the market, along with the company's determination to replicate their quality of their bows and even improve it for their trad-loving community. Straight away, we'll dive in with the numbers, and the new hybrid actually clocks in at 64 inches long. So that means it is 2 inches longer than the original Cottonmouth. So speaking to the designers as to why they made this change was actually quite interesting, and the reason behind it is it now gives an incredibly smooth draw cycle. For example, if you had a 29 or 30 inch draw, it'll actually feel a lot better at that length. It'll feel much sweeter and it'll feel much smoother, all because the bow has that extra 2 inches to flex and reduce a lot of that stacking. It was a very important decision they made when increasing the overall length, because the Cottonmouth was originally known for its phenomenal speed. And when increasing a bow's length, it can sometimes reduce that. Hearing this, we took it to a test and we checked out what the speed drop was. And it was so minor, it was only about 2 feet per second it dropped to. And we feel like the smoothness and the overall improvement of the bow definitely outweighs that very minor drop in speed. Talking about the limbs now, as we move on, they are made up of 2 bamboo layers, just like the Cottonmouth before this one, with high performance transparent fiberglass laminates. And micarta limb tips, perfect for fast flight strings, whilst all still remaining very slim and very streamlined. Reflex deflex limbs borrowed from the flatbow hybrid style, whilst maintaining all of the speedy and smooth drawing characteristics of a recurve. You're really getting the best of both worlds with this limb design. They clearly put a lot of thought into it and a lot of effort. The centre and the main body of the riser is made from a Amazoic grain wood, which, give or take, will get a little bit of getting used to visually, but if you do give it a chance, I guarantee you do fall in love with this design every day that goes by. As you can see, it has a very nice matte lacquer finish to it all, and underneath this you have that single strip of micarta wood finished off very nicely and accompanied by the aesthetic dark grey techno wood there, with an extra lamination of this nicely sat on the front. Another improvement the designers wanted to chip in was the overall stiffness of the bow itself, and they achieved that through the actual layup of the materials. So it gives a final feel and a very nice aftershock to it because of the reduced vibration. But that's not the only thing keeping this revamp nice and stable. The grip had a very good Christmas. It's thickened up really nicely and keeps it very stable. However, it is just as ergonomic to hold as the original did. They really put in the hours, so props to Timber Creek there for managing to pull that off. Really quickly as well, a little cool fact for everyone is we often get asked what the correct brace height is for the Timber Creek bows. And in honest fact, it can vary from bow to bow. It takes a lot of experience and a lot of patience as well to find the right brace height that is perfect for you. The brace height for the Cottonmouth 2 can range between 7 and 8 inches as a recommendation from us, but again, it does take some tinkering to find that sweet spot, but around 7 and 8 inches, just from us, we'd say that's where you're going to find your perfect resting spot. That's where it's going to be the quietest and have the least vibration out of them all. Finally, you can't legally shoot in a professional competition with a cut to center bow, and by design, luckily, the Cottonmouth 2 isn't cut to center. So you trad lovers can go out and wield one of these and take it practically anywhere with you, getting all sorts of medals and showing off how much you love the new Cottonmouth 2. The price for one of these actually sits at $295, which is only £20 more than the Zebrano edition from the original Cottonmouth, and is actually quite a few pounds cheaper than the deluxe edition. So Timber Creek have definitely thought this through, definitely made sure they're not burning any unnecessary holes in the pockets of their customers. Very great quality bow for that kind of price. Overall, a fantastic bow to be following up the classic that was the Cottonmouth. I'm sure everyone that adored the Cottonmouth is going to want to jump on this bandwagon now and grab themselves a Cottonmouth too. I don't blame you guys, it is down in the description if you want to go and check it out, but I'm sure it's going to find its home very nicely in the community. So that's everything I have to say on the bow. I hope you all enjoyed this quick review on the Timber Creek Cottonmouth 2. We will be having more reviews coming up soon, so stay tuned and I'll see you guys over there.